Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alright, so, I have a quick little story to tell you guys. It's on my mind, seeing as it's currently in the process. So, quick little story. I woke up, and I was like, ah yes, I cannot wait to surf the internet. Yeah, so apparently, right, internet bill, right, it's a funny thing. So, it got paid. I made sure of it. Payment went through. Perfect. Good to go. Alright, we're set. So, it's said and done. Well, come to find out, 2 weeks later, today, that, apparently, no, it wasn't. So, I spent like an hour and a half on the phone. Just like, hey, so the internet shut off? Why? And they basically say, oh, well, it hasn't been paid. I say, yes, it has. I literally, because I always write down whenever I pay bills and stuff. I paid it on this day. It got paid this much. And, you know, it got paid over the phone, too. So I know for a fact there was some kind of, like, interaction. And basically, the person's like, oh, well, you know, there's nothing on our side. It never got paid. You know, it doesn't even say that any sort of transaction was made. So if you could find a bank statement, then, you know, we'd be willing to work with you. So I'm like, okay, fine, fair enough. So I go to the bank. I pull out some transaction history, to say it simply. Come to find out, that payment never went through. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. So it never went through. So, yeah. I was so certain it had been paid. But apparently, it, like, bounced for some... I don't know. It's dumb. So I've been dealing with that all day. So it's been paid. It should be on any moment now, but... so dumb. So, yeah. That's been my day. Very, very fun. So, now that I've told you that story and why I might sound just a tiny bit annoyed, let's do something fun. An open space. Adjust your breathing and focus your attention. Stop, 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 stop. Nancy, I have said many times, don't trade injuries for injuries. Don't rely on your abilities. Have you forgotten how I taught you before? Who made you attack with this posture? Flexibility is your advantage. Don't abandon it. Yes. Why are you absent-minded today? Let's not practice for now. Let's talk about what's going on. Because of the previous investigation, the friends from Fierce Blade office have brought us some big news. Or, it could be said to be a heavyweight bomb. About internal of the snake worshipper. The mentions that there is a deep red mansion inside the snake worshipper, and it is uncertain who is inside R. However, the snake worshipper respects the owners of the mansion and selects abducted children, who are then personally brought into the mansion by the Bishop Constantine. After the bishop leaves, the mansion will emit a bloody smell and mournful cries. Mansion? Is it a similar experimental facility as at that time? It's still the so-called religious ceremony. These people have been kidnapping children for decades and have not stopped at all now. No matter how they were used, they'll always appear like underground mice, just changing the headquarters and then preach again. The document also mentions an important matter. The snake worshipper referred to the owner of the mansion as the Scarlet Death. Scarlet Death? Scarlet, bloody smell. This is probably a color with a special fetish or a blood fiend. It seems we thought the same thing. It's not difficult to guess, after all. It's so similar to the blood red knight back then. It's more reasonable to say it's a blood fiend than a color. Blood fiend? That's really amazing. I'm just an old man. I don't have any experience fighting this kind of monster. Snake worshippers can collaborate with the blood fiend. And this is definitely a big deal. It's really intertwined. Even so, I must kill Constantine and eradicate this snake worshipper. And... Alright, let's go home first and chat with them. I think it's better if they don't know these things. No, they must know. That's protecting them. How do I want you to talk? Hang on, I'm gonna close my window. There we go. Alrighty.
Oh, Mom! You stole my music score again!
Oh, you got me. Please, just a few score. Just take a look.
That's no ordinary score. If you lose my page again, I'll complain to Miss Nancy.
Here it is. I don't want you to tell Nancy about this little thing.
Many times already. Everyone has a temper.
I'm just curious what you little guys been up to. But I haven't seen you write songs this aggressively before.
You don't know now, do you? This box contains a specially made violin from the Chord Workshop. With this, I can follow Miss Nancy to handle the commission. This way I can also shine in battle instead of being alone in the office.
Are you just looking forward to it? This is not a good thing, you...
Don't worry about me, Miss Nancy agreed. She still gave me this violin. Envy, right?
What do I envy?
You old stubborn. Hee hee. Do you need me to speak up for you in front of Miss Nancy, Mr. Cowardly?
Yo. Yo. What are you guys talking about?
Uncle Fred, Miss Nancy, you're back.
I've been there for so long. Let me see. Why is it still as small as yesterday? Hey, it's hurt! My waist! Leave the rest aside in advance. I have something important to talk to you about. Retell the previous discussion with Fred. Blood fiend? That would be very troublesome. The previous Blood Red Knight had killed thousands of people before jointly killed.
Blood fiend? What's that?
This is a bit difficult to... You know what? I'm gonna change his voice. I think I probably should. Nah, you know what? It's a bit difficult to understand, but you can understand them as vampires in Western fantasy novels.
Oh, they really are vampires.
A collaborator of the Snake Worshipper is even more terrifying than I thought. And we know very little about the Blood Red Knight, let alone this newly emerged Blood Fiend. There is such an existence behind it, and I understand why the Snake Worshipper is so arrogant. Seek help from others. This cult issue should also be managed by the association, right? It's difficult. With a pair of eyes fixed on us, our voice can't reach anyone else's ears. Even the Fierce Blade office we cooperate with can't receive any news. Acting recklessly may also anger her. Even the Hana Association doesn't care? Without any news from the association, perhaps I has its own plan, and that woman is very ruthless. Maybe this was intentional by her. I will handle this matter alone. All you need to do is pay attention to safety. Nancy, this is unreasonable. The matter of the Snake Worshipper is too dangerous, and the fewer people involved, the better. Fred, Don't forget how many people we lost because of the snake worshiper. How could I possibly forget? You also need to be clear about this. It's something that only you can't do alone.
Miss, you promised us you wouldn't risk it alone again.
Nancy, the whole office doesn't want you to go alone. There will always be a way for us to work together. More people make more power. Your idea of taking risks alone is really irrational. I don't want to see you become shorter anymore. You're no longer as tall as a little sparrow. What? All right. I promise you all. Nancy, regarding the previous, are you not planning to say anything more? Hey, are you all in good spirits?
You?
Why are you so scared, not welcoming me?
Madam, how dare we not welcome you? Please come in quickly. Little Sparrow, who's that? Go prepare black tea.
Okay.
I'm just visiting this time to chat with your Miss Nancy. Could you please leave some private space for both of us?
This...
It's okay, Fred.
Well, let's go.
All right, my dear Miss Emerald. The idle people have already left. It's not too late. Let's talk about your next task, right? On a section 4 director visiting here in person is just to convey the so-called mission. Alas, Miss Emerald, don't say that. I have great faith in your abilities, which is why I am willing to entrust you with important responsibilities. I don't think so. I won't beat around the bush anymore. I just need you to do me a little favor this time. You know the library? That's a hot topic in the city recently, with a lot of discussion, but frightening. Some people from the Index have undergone some interesting changes after experiencing libraries, and I am very interested. I want you to go to the library and bring me the book about the Index for me to see. Why me? Do you know about gambling stones? Before cutting open the raw material, no matter what method you use, you cannot determine whether it is good or bad jade inside. Huh? This completely unknown gambling is so fascinating, dear Miss Emerald. Although I don't know much about the library, I also know that they are definitely not easy to deal with. Are you not satisfied with this task? Let me think. Coincidentally, the Section 1 of the Hana Association is investigating the issue of Reverberation Ensemble, and I think it would be very appropriate for you to go. You are bullied to the extreme! Calm down. Does Miss Emerald need me to remind you again? That contract hasn't expired yet. You should have considered the consequences of angering me when pointing your sword at me, right? I really enjoy seeing blood Ed in your office. Take the sword back. You make a wise choice. Can we have a good chat now? I am very generous in giving you the opportunity to make a choice. What is the difference between these two choices? It's just a dead end. If it were you, it wouldn't be a dead end, isn't it? You just value my molting ability to kill people. I'm really sad you said that, my dear Miss Emerald. This is just an experience for you to become a color in the future. Don't you think? Don't you want to, Miss Green Shadow of the future? You even know that. Guess why? I choose the library. Oh, wise choice. This is the material of the library. I look forward to your good news. It's time to leave. I hope to see more vibrant colors when we meet again. The library's information and the invitation. Nancy, are you okay?
Miss Nancy?
Nancy, what's the reason why I are here?
She wants me to go to the library.
The lab... What? The library?
They're all changing voices now.
The library?
Really? The library?
Ah, dude, I cannot keep their voices straight. I chose the worst ones. Yes, I has already given me the information of the library.
Are you really sure you're going to that place? I have heard that there is no one return.
I have no choice. I only designates me to go alone. I just need to bring out the books she wants. With my abilities, the library probably won't be able to let me down.
Are you going alone? No, I'm not at ease. That place is very eerie.
I also want to come together and help Miss Nancy.
Nonsense. Fred, based on your experience, you should be more aware of the level of danger in the library than I am. And Margaret, that place will be very dangerous. I can't protect your safety.
Miss, I am not a child anymore. I can protect myself. I have made a lot of preparations and have the weapons that suit me. Miss Nancy, please let me go. Just this time. You promised me.
You were brought up by me alone, and even your skills were taught by me. It's safer to go together.
No, it's too dangerous.
Nancy, I have no idea what I's plan is, but I feel like she wants to trap you to death in the library.
I know she will find a way to kill me or control me, but...
What worries me the most is that she will kill the donkey the moment it leaves the millstone, which is something I can definitely do. We are already in a dilemma.
Sorry. I promise you can go together. Amon, are you really going?
Ah, I understand. As a doctor, I won't go with you. I will handle it well within the office.
Oh boy, the translation is really... it's really struggling in this conversation. I promise we can all go.
All right, I won't go.
You're really going?
No.
And you know, I know not every translation's gonna be perfect, which is why I haven't even mentioned it up to this point, but...
Ooh, it is really struggling in this one.
Thank you very much. That was abrupt. That was abrupt. Roland, do you know the background of these people?
Me? Why?
I thought you were a jack of all trades.
The intelligence fixers all have their own channels, but having multiple channels doesn't mean they know everything. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many intelligence fixers. But not everyone I don't knows. Her, the one with the strange eyes, no one didn't know her face in old time. It is rumored that she was an illegitimate daughter of a large family in the nest. Rich men like to play game that whoever they think has good qualifications will be taken home for adoption. Just over a decade after bringing her home, she killed her father as that...
What happened to you don't know anything about her? What happened to that? What? Okay.
She killed her father as the head of the family on her own and gained control of the backbone of the family. That's not the most important thing, you know. At that time, the collateral branches of those families worked together to reward her with billion eyes. Billions! The ones in the nest are really his rich mother rich. The ones in the nest are really his mother rich. I can't spend all this money in my life. Under the heavy reward, there must be a brave man. but it is obvious that she is still alive and well, while those family members have long been quiet. Don't inquire about her now. It's uncertain which day she will take notice of us. The feeling of being played with as a toy between the palms is not pleasant.
Is this the means of the urbanites?
It's not a big deal. It's a minority, but there are many people have much think.
Okay. What about the girl with green hair?
I don't know. Do you really care about her?
Her state is very strange. She is completely uncoordinated, and she gives me the feeling of being two people. Huh? What? Where did that come from? She gives me the being of being two people. Huh?
Two people? I didn't see it. Did you worry too much?
Forget it. Go and recept them.
Wow!
Wait, I thought you guys weren't going. What? Is it only the doctor that's not going? Okay.
Is this the library? It's so grand and spectacular. This teleportation is also a wonderful experience.
Margaret, be serious.
LOL.
I'm gonna take a drink of my soda. Is that enough time to let what she just said sink in? Fred and Margaret, you must protect yourself and retreat quickly if necessary. I will cover for you.
Don't worry. At least I'm also the fixer who's experienced countless battles.
Greeting, everyone. I'm Angela, library director and the librarian. Hello. I am Nancy, the director of the Ouroboros office.
Hello, I'm Margaret.
Hello. I am Fred, the fixer of Ouroboros office.
Miss Angela, we have roughly understood the rules of the library. I'm sorry. On behalf of others, we don't have time to chat. May you find the book you are looking for. Okay. So, because they're all about teamwork, I'm just gonna bring the teamwork floor. How about that? We can also only bring 4 people. Fair enough. Nancy, 150 health. Whoa. You have very low health. Poisonous Corrosion. Can set unique deck for 2 stance. Add a poisoning traumatic poison at the start of act. Add a poisoning neurotoxin at the 4th scene. Flexible green feathers. Gain a counter die, evade 3 to 9 at combat start. Shadow Snake. Pierce dice power +1. When hit the target by using Pierce dice, recover 2 HP and stagger resist. That seems real good. Carrying Fearful Shadows. When using combat pages, if self's speed is higher than target, all dice on current page gain power by 2, deal +2 stagger damage, and gain effect on hit, inflict 1 poison. Inflicted type of poison will change according to current stance. Shimmering. Alright, awesome. Molting. When taking what would be a lethal blow, fully recover HP and stagger resist, then reduce max HP. Oh no! She's got a Sally passive! Oh no! Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. We get a taste of our own medicine. Heart Entwined Quetzalcoatl. When clashing Win by using first exposure of Venom Fang, gain 1 Heart Entwined Quetzalcoatl. Ouroboros. Heart Entwined Quetzalcoatl. Mass Individual. On use, if sum of user's all speed dice's speed value is more than target sum, for every 1 difference between 2 sum value, inflict 1 Heart Entwined. Taken plus X damage and stagger damage this scene. Okay, so it just makes us vulnerable to all damage. Okay, awesome. Blood Sacrifice. On use, take 3 damage and all dice on this power All dice on this page gain power by 1. On hit, inflict 1 feeble. On hit, inflict 1 disarm. First exposure of Venom Fang. On use, restore 1 light. On hit, draw 1 page. And on hit, inflict 1 poison. Poison, at the end of each scene, if stack is 6 or more, remove this effect and deal X damage. Inflict 2 disarm and fragile next scene. Maximum of 20 damage can be dealt. And then traumatic poison. At end of each scene, if stack is 6 or more, remove the effect. Damage dealt by traumatic poison plus 1% for every exceeding stack over 6. Okay. Neurotoxin. At start of each scene, gain feeble and paralysis equal to stack of neurotoxin, and you take 30% more stagger damage. Alright, fair enough. I think. Death Declared Fang. On use, when inflicting poison using combat pages as scene, inflict 1 additional stack. On hit, gain 2 haste next scene. On hit, draw 1 page. And on hit, inflict 1 feeble and poison. Also, increased dosage. When inflicting poison this scene, inflict X additional stack. Right. Confusing Scale Feather. On hit, deal damage once again. And inflict 2 poison. Poison Spike. Inflict 1 poison. And it's also just 3 counter die. On clash win or draw, restore 1 light. On clash win, gain 1 haste next scene. And on hit, inflict 2 poison. Revenge of the Resentful Snake. On clash lose, restore 1 light, and this page's next dice power plus 4. 10 to 16. And that's with plus 4 too, so that's going to be 14 to 20. Inflict 2 paralysis, 3 bleed, and 3 poison next scene. And finally, Flicker Phantom Green Dance. Mass individual on hit, inflict 3 bleed next scene, inflict 3 bleed next scene, and inflict 2 poison. Margaret. Chord Final Chapter. When dead, all allies gain 3 Tranquil Chord. Dawn Harmonic. For every 1 light spent, gain 1 Dawn Harmonic. If has at least 9, remove all stack, restore light, and draw pages equal to stack of Dawn Harmonic minus 9. Or divided. Stack of Dawn Harmonic minus 9 divided by 2 and round up with a maximum of 3. Okay. Gotcha. Look, me English not good, should good not. Undetermined sound. Add a undetermined sound every 4 scenes. For every 1 light spent, gain 1 young light. Sound of cheers. When triggering Dawn Harmonic, gain 1 sound of cheers. Man, you have a lot of just like spend light and gain benefits. Bright Crescent. When be hit by one-sided attack, taken 25% damage and minus... Wow, so you basically have to be clashed. Okay, I understand. At start of each scene, restore all light and draw 4 pages. Huh? Okay, so shimmering minus 1, basically. Undetermined sound. Single use, on use, gain special pages according to stack of young light. Ouroboros sound of cheers. On hit, remove half stack of target's positive statuses. That seems strong. Movement Daisy. On use, restore 2 light and give Daisy to 2 random allies. Can only exist 2 Daisy in 1 act. Self give additional effect for Daisy. Okay. Chord Protection. On clash win, draw 1 page, gain 1 strength. The Land. Combat start, give 2 protection and stagger protection to 2 random allies to scene. On clash win, give 1 protection and stagger protection to 2 random allies to scene, up to twice. Okay. Movement Agitation. All allies gain 1 strength this scene, and on clash win, restore 1 light. And finally, Fred. Absolute Suppression. When clashing win by using offensive dice, remaining dice of target's current page reduce the maximum and minimum value by 1, then inflict 1 disarm and paralysis, max inflict 2 stack per scene. You got that? You also could... Oh, you also kind of have to be clashed with, I understand. High-Spirited Wheelblade. When clashing, lose by using defensive dice. Taken minus 40%. Okay, so you just take less damage all around. If it's a one-sided, you take reduced damage. If we clash against the defensive dice, you take less damage. Then Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So, basically, if you lose a defensive dice, you take less damage, and your offensive dice gains +2 power. When be staggered, recover stagger resist. Okay. Knight's Oath of Guardianship. Add a Knight's Oath of Guardianship at start of each scene. The target who is selected by it can only select self as target, and both sides cannot use mass attack page. When emotion level is 3 or more, reduce all maximum value of all dice by 1. When it's 5, reduce the minimum by 2. And reduce maximum by 1 additional. Wait, so you get weaker as this fight goes? Old Sword, Wine, and Song. When using Dust Wine Blade, gain 1 Old Sword, Wine, and Song. Add a liquor for every 1 scene. Add a Storing Battle Wheel for every 2 scenes. Okay. This page is exhausted on use. On hit, destroy opponent's next page and seal 1 speed dice for the opponent next scene. If user has liquor, seal 1 speed dice additional. Huh? So you can, if that hits, and by the way, it's a 0 cost 15 to 24, you can seal up to 2 speed dice. Okay. Also, it counts as liquor, which makes you take more stagger damage, take more damage from burn. All dice's maximum value +2 and minimum value +1. Gain 2 haste at the start of each scene and remove 1 stack of this effect. Triple Dripping Wine Sword. On use, draw 1 page. If user has liquor, restore 1 light. And on hit, restore 1 light. Poison Invading Blood Overflow. If target has poison, inflict 2 bleed this scene. If user has liquor, inflict 4 more bleed. And then triple Dust Wine Blade. This page can only have 1. Huh? If user has liquor, all dice on this page increase maximum and minimum value by 1. On hit, destroy the opponent's next die. Brrr. Okay. Well then, shall we begin? So I'm honestly just trying to focus down Nancy since she's the only one who doesn't have a one-sided deal going on, so go! Unity! Expectation! We're recovering a little bit of health. Clear. Okay, doing a good amount of damage. Potentially reset our abilities. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out for us. We also take a whopping 17 damage. Unity! Rationality! Okay, Unit Strike, getting a little bit of extra power. Unity Coordination, not doing as much damage as I would have liked. We get through her Evade die. Unity Intercede, doing really, really solid damage. Unfortunately, we did not up our emotion level because Grapes didn't get quite enough. We're going to go for Unity Shared Vision. And I'm going to go United March. Okay. Then, let's go for Unity Hope, even though we're not too... Well, we're technically debuffed. And then we go for United March. Then, Unity Trust. And I want to go for Expectation. We don't have a Coordination going, right? Okay, let's go Coordination then. Let me see. Unity, we all draw a page. Oh, I have to attack you. Okay, fine, fair enough. Let's see. Recover a decent amount of our stats. Alright, yeah, go for it. Unity Coordination. Okay, Unity Trust, dealing 15 damage, even through that reduced damage taken. Very nice. United March, working very, very nicely for us, though we do take a tiny bit of damage. That's fine. Unity Hope, getting through that really powerful page. Renga Smithing, recovering some good health for us. Okay, United March, kind of working for us. And now we get our first choice. Let's see. I'm gonna take Courage because Courage is really just good. Especially on this floor. Whoa, everyone's going for Cozy. Let's go for Fearlessness because we fear no man. Then we could go for Expectation, and that might work. Let's see, Courage, if 8 or more damage was dealt, I bet you we can do it. Then I'm gonna go for Unit Strike, just to have it going. Let's do Courage there. Bulwark could be good. We don't have an Intercede going, right? Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and go for Intercede. We technically could go for Bulwark, but I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot for us. Let me see. Actually, we could hit you relatively hard. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can go for Old Boys. Get a little bit of bleed. That should be good. That should be a relatively good turn. Expectation winning that clash very, very nicely. Counter dice working out pretty well for us. Wheels. Oh, yeah. Unity Courage going down. 8 or more damage was definitely dealt, so we're going to be able to get the benefits off that. Unit Strike from Grapes is going to win. Unfortunately, we don't win the second clash. That's fine. Everyone's going to be emotion level 2, and we're also potentially going to have an emotion level 3. Yes, we do. Okay, second page. Here's what we're going to do. If they have more light, and we're going to put that on Grapes. Might get some use out of it. Might not. Either way, we're going to go for it. Let's go ahead and get a counter die going. And then we're going to go for Unity Intercede. Then, now we want to use Bulwark. Yeah, Bulwark right here. And then let's also go Coordination. Then we go Fearlessness to allow ourselves to heal. We don't have we do have an Intercede going, so I'm going to go for United March. I'm also going to go for Unit Strike. Then, Angela is going to... Let's stop that movement. And then we go Mook. And that almost puts us at our max, so that we can use our mass attack. So let's go for it. Definitely win that. We also get a very, very nice stagger. Mook is going down. Unfortunately, the second dice doesn't work, but the third one does. Unity Fearlessness getting us through. Second revive going down. She can no longer revive. We only have to go through Nancy one more time. Okay, United March not quite working out for us. Unity Coordination getting quite a bit of value. We're also able to dodge most of his attacks. Relatively good. 31 damage coming down. And we shrug it off. No problem. Unit Strike getting through all that counter dice. She is relatively low. Only at 20 health now. If we have 3 or more light, huh? Let me see. What else? I'm trying to think. Yeah. You know what? Warm Heart. And we're pretty much always going to have Warm Heart going on Yvonne. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm also going to take Homing Instinct because you know I like the Unity. Okay, what are you doing? You're doing Green Dance. Try and counter it. Moderator. Have Selves Poison. I see. We can't use this just yet. Yeah, we're still one page short. So let's go for Zelkova just to try. Okay, a bit unfortunate. This is a Unity page, so we could be able to take you out. And then, do we go for Wheels? I mean, there's a chance Wheels works out for us, right? Let's go for Unity Expectation, Unity Rationality, and then Unity Intercede. Just use up all of our goodies. I think we have to use Unity Bulwark just so we can get an extra die for an extra chance to get through. Then we could also go for Unity Hope because we do have quite a bit of Unity synergy going down. Okay, we actually blocked a good amount of it. Third one gets a hit on all 4 of us, though. Very unfortunate. Zelkovo, kind of working out. Okay. Counter dice working somewhat well for us. Unity expectation, almost getting us to stagger. But remember, he is going to recover from that. But Wheels takes down Nancy. There only lies one more enemy. So I'm pretty sure we should be able to take you out. We can also go for the mother of all abilities, Innocenza. Go for it. Get 'em, boys. All that for 27 damage. Though we do get our mass attack for free. Very cool. Because we got enough power. And down goes the old knight. There's no way to fight this dang thing. Nancy, Margaret, you go first and I'll cover. No. I'm here to cover for you guys. Let's go. Don't bravado, Nancy. Molting has left you with no strength.
My violin strings are broken, miss. Hurry up.
We made it clear from the beginning. You... Fred? Margaret? Ooh. Sure hope no one has tinnitus. I'm gonna go ahead and just mute that. Because, let's not trigger anyone, shall we? Why did you suddenly disappear? How can I... Oh my god, I didn't even realize... I did not read that when I said it. This dang tinnitus. Shut up. I don't want to hear the sound again. It must be that woman who did it. It must be her. Fred and Margaret are still inside. We can't ignore them. That woman must have a way. And Amon, I need to make him leave quickly. Leave quickly. It's the same ending again. No matter how many times I've seen it, I feel sad.
We have no right to interfere in their suffering. Is it okay for that person named Nancy to just let her run like this?
Her death can still be changed into books. Letting her leave may be the will of the library. She is not complete. Perhaps she will have a different change the next time I see her. As for whether it's good or bad, it depends on herself. It's like this again. Losing everything and becoming insane.
This for this, that for that.
Okay. So is there a part 2 to that one? Let's see. There is not. Unfortunate. I was actually kind of expecting one. Maybe there will be in the future. Maybe. But with that, I believe that's going to do it for the Library of Ruina. Dude, we've been doing some seriously long mods back to back to back. Like, it's kind of crazy how long they've all been. I mean, hey, a lot of content. And if nothing else, kind of an unintentional side effect, them being so long kind of means that they get their own dedicated video, which is, I'm sure every mod deserves their own dedicated video. But there's that part in my mind where I'm like, I gotta have more. There's gotta be more in the episode. More. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's kind of been a nice change of pace, just having like one long mod rather than trying to stuff like 8 mods. It's different when it's general receptions, but yeah, no. Oh, I don't know what that was that I just did. Ugh. Didn't feel very nice though. But with that, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next one, we're gonna be going after this one right here. Look forward to it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.